Investing in stocks that pay dividends can be a great way to generate a reliable source of income. Most stocks pay out their dividends quarterly, but those that issue monthly dividends, like the ones in today's list, can be particularly attractive as they provide a predictable income stream that can be easily incorporated into a budget. Additionally, even if the stock market is volatile, dividend payments from solid companies remain consistent. And with monthly payments, you know that these companies know how to make timely payments, so their balance sheet as well as their business income must be solid. Plus, dividend stocks can also lead to potential long-term gains. Remember, the stock price can go up as well. These 6 stocks come in with about an 8% dividend yield or higher, making it payments approximately once per month. The highest paying dividend on this list pays over 13%, so be sure to stick around for that last name. To keep updated, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be amongst the first to know when more investment inspiration videos are available. First on our list today, Main Street Capital Corp, ticker symbol MAIN. Now, it can be difficult for mid-sized businesses to gain capital financing from conventional banking institutions, especially in the current economic and interest rate situations. Main Street Capital Corp bridges this financial gap for small and mid-sized businesses as a business development company by providing money to companies in the lower middle market. Think companies that are too small to go to Wall Street to take out loans, but also too big to visit your local bank to take out a loan. Now, this Houston-based company has accomplished this for over 200 private firms by giving them access to public equity and debt capital for their business. What makes Main different from other companies though is that when it takes equity stakes in the companies, it can make business decisions with the companies they lend to, which can give them more control from an underwriting point of view, which means that they have a little bit more control of the risk of the companies that they are giving out money to. Additionally, most, if not all, of their financing agreements are at a variable rate, which means that they can raise their interest rates as the current interest rates do climb. So with their ability to control the companies that they lend to, along with being able to charge them more interest as interest rates increase, Main might be a great company to add to your portfolio for investment income. Currently, their dividend yield is about 7.7%. Next on our list, we have a company that is a real estate investment trust that invests in having a good time. EPR Properties, ticker symbol EPR. Now, EPR Properties is a real estate investment trust that specializes in the long-term leases of experiential properties. The company has a portfolio that's worth about $6.6 billion and spread over 200 tenants in the US. One thing to note about all of EPR's agreements is that they're all triple net lease, which means that the lessee or the tenant promises to pay the expenses of the property, including real estate taxes, building insurance, and maintenance, which means that EPR is protected against much of the expenses that the investment property has. They've been in this business for about 25 years and know what they're doing. The types of experiential properties that they invest in are movie theaters, eat and play establishments, ski resorts, and other attractions. Currently, EPR pays out an 8.8% dividend yield. Now, these next 3 stocks pay over 9% dividend yield and have an interesting way of investing their assets. And don't forget, we do have that last name on our list paying over 13% dividend yield, so stay tuned for that. Next on our list, we have a company that's going green. They even have green in their name. SL Green Realty Corp, ticker symbol SLG. Now, SLG is the largest office landlord in New York City. They have a huge portfolio of real estate investments, totaling 62 buildings, carrying a total of 33.6 million square feet. Remember, SLG also is involved with the environment. They have green building designations such as LEED, WELL, and the Energy Star. SL Green Realty Corp is also a leader in environmental strategies, promising to assess climate-related financial risk involved in any of their investments. SLG Realty Corp also pays a 9.7% dividend yield, making it a great addition to any portfolio looking for high dividends. Now, next on our list, we have Gladstone Commercial, ticker symbol GOOD. Good. Gladstone Commercial is a real estate investment trust that specializes in industrial and office properties. They own more than 130 of these buildings across 27 states. This company has seen an impressive 18% growth in their portfolio since their initial public offering in 2003. And more importantly, their occupancy rate has never been less than 95%. That means that their buildings have always had at least 95% occupancy. It's pretty awesome. GOOD has been able to uphold a steady dividend of around 12 cents per share every month, and it is their mission to give their dividends to their shareholders. Currently, Gladstone Commercial has a dividend yield of 9.7%. So if you're looking for a steadily growing company that's dedicated to paying dividends, look into Gladstone Commercial. Next on our list, within the same family of Gladstone, is Gladstone Investment Corp, ticker symbol GAIN. Now, Gladstone Investment Corp may be an ideal solution if you want to diversify away from sticking with REITs. Gladstone Investment Corp is not a REIT, unlike their other iteration, GOOD. Gladstone Investment Corp is more like our first name, Maine. They are a business development corporation. Different from Maine though, as this company relies heavily on the middle market private businesses, typically generating between $20 and $100 million in annual revenue. Those are Gladstone's customers. Now, to make the closing process more seamless, Gladstone Investment typically provides most or even all the required equity and debt capital. Basically what this means is they find the deal for you. Now, as of October 2022, the company announced an increase in their monthly dividend from 7.5 cents per share to 8 cents per share, resulting in a dividend yield of a 9.9%, nearly 10%. Now remember, Gladstone Investment Corp is not a REIT. They invest in businesses. They are a business development corp. So if you're looking to diversify some of that high dividend stock holdings that you have and want to stick with something that's not a REIT, look into GAIN or Gladstone Investment Corp. Last on our list and paying the highest dividend yield for today is AGNC Investment Corp, ticker symbol AGNC. AGNC is different from all the names that we talked about today, as it's not a business development corp or your traditional REIT. It still is considered a real estate investment trust though, as it is a mortgage real estate investment trust. What that means is instead of investing directly in the buildings, this REIT, AGNC, invests in the mortgages and primarily mortgage related securities, which are largely composed of federal loans. Now, these federal loans are backed by government-sponsored enterprises such as Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. The federal support of these assets offer investors an additional layer of security. So if you're looking to add high dividend stocks to your portfolio, look at our 6 names today. That completes our list for today of the top best monthly dividend stocks. For more investment inspiration videos and dividend paying stocks, be sure to check our playlist, and we'll see you in the next video.